what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fourth and Goal Sports Show. I'm your host, Tars Filson. Breaking news: the Washington Commanders trade Montez Sweat to the Chicago Bears for a second-round pick. That happened first. And then we decide to trade Chase Young to the San Francisco 49ers, the loaded 49ers, the 49ers who don't need Chase Young, whose D-line is already elite. We trade Chase Young to the 49ers for a third-round pick. It's simply unacceptable. This front office needs to go. The coaching staff needs to go. As a fan of this team, it's a constant struggle because it's like year after year after year, this team puts itself in positions to lose, not to win. This team, at this moment, this team clearly does not want to win. It's quite clear at this point. It is quite clear. Because look at the decisions this team has made. Okay, you trade defensive end Montez to the Bears. That decision, I saw it and I was like, man, I really wish we could have kept Tez. I'm a big Tez fan. Seen his whole career here, from the Washington Redskins days to the Washington football team, and to the Commanders, and now to the Bears. It's tough. It's tough seeing a guy like that leave. He has star potential. He has all-pro potential. He's going to be a star for the Chicago Bears. You can mark my words on that. So it was tough seeing him go, right? But in my head, I could understand that move in a certain aspect because I'm like, well, you've been hearing it off season. You've been hearing it as the season started. We're going to have to make a decision, one or the other, Chase or Montez, because I understand the point that was being made. You can't pay all of those D linemen. You have Duran on the books already. You have John Allen on the books already. So you had to basically choose, is it going to be Chase Young or is it going to be Montez Sweat? I understood that notion, right? But then, just as I'm believing that notion, just as I'm believing, the front office is running with that notion, and apparently we've chosen to go with the Chase Young. Just as I'm running with that notion in my mind, we make a horrible decision. We decide trading Montez wasn't enough. Let's go ahead and trade Chase too for a bag of chips. That's what they decide. Let's trade Chase Young, a generational talent, and I know he's went through the injuries, but a generational talent for a bag of chips. That's what they did. That's basically what they did. That's basically what they did. They traded him for a bag of chips and a broken microwave. That's basically what they did. Because a third round pick for Chase Young, when you weigh the upside compared to the negatives, there's more upside than there is negatives when it comes to Chase Young. I truly believe that. Chase is going to do big things for the 49ers. And I hope he does amazing things. Hope he wins a ring with them. Because, to be honest, those guys deserve to win. But I want it so badly for them to win here. I want it so badly for them to win as Washington football players, as Washington Commanders. But our front office, they don't deserve them. Our coaching staff, who somehow is still here and not fired, they don't deserve them. So just as a fan, it's so frustrating to constantly see this team regress and get worse. And I don't want to hear anything about draft capital. I don't want to hear anything about rebuilding. I don't want to hear anything about our team's future. We've been rebuilding for the last 10 years. We've been doing the same stuff since I was a kid watching this team. And it's like, when is it going to be, we have a win now roster, let's win now? When is it going to be, we don't need a rebuild, we have everything that we need? Like Ron Rivera would say, everything we need is in this room. Apparently it's not. Apparently it's not, because somebody thought it was a great idea to trade two star potential defensive ends for a second round pick and a third round pick. It's simply unacceptable. And I heard rumors, this is not official. I've heard rumors that Josh Harris Magic Johnson and the ownership team was involved with Ron Rivera in making the trades today, if that's true, we're going to be in for the long haul. We're going to be in for tough times because it doesn't make much sense. It's like, how do you wrap your mind around trading 2 stars on your team and come out of that and think, yeah, we won the trade. Yeah, we're better now because of that. Like, it's like, I promise you, I'm going to go on the record and say it right here, right now. I promise you, whoever you draft with that 2nd round pick, they're not going to be better than Montez. Whoever you draft with that 3rd round pick, they're not going to be better than Chase Young. You can mark my words on that. You can mark my words on that. This team is simply not going to do well. It's simply not going to do well. Who's our defensive ends now? Casey Toohill, James Smith-Williams, Efe Obada. Like these guys, trust me, they have potential. I'm not trying to downplay them. I've seen them play. We're going to be sustainable with these guys. But sustainable is not enough. Not in this division. Not enough to get us to the NFC wildcard. Not enough to clinch a playoff berth. It's simply not enough. Sustainable is not enough. Mediocre is not enough. Above average is not enough. Either you're excelling or you're regressing or you're declining. And simply put, this trade was horrible. Both of them, right? I can sympathize a little bit more with the Montez Sweat trade. But the Chase Young trade was nothing short of a disaster. It was nothing short of a disaster. There's no way that these guys pulled the trigger on that trade and said, yeah, we won it. Yeah, we fleeced the 49ers. They fleeced us twice now. The 49ers have fleeced the Washington Commanders twice now. First, they did it with Trent Williams. Now they've done it with Chase. We gave up 2 third-rounders. That's what we got. That's what the 49ers gave us. 2 third-rounders for the best left tackle in all of football and a generational talent. That's what I know. He hasn't performed in that way and how he's supposed to, but he's shown it so far this year. He's back. He's coming back. He's getting better. He's excelling. He's coming back from that horrible injury in the torn ACL. The upside on Chase, it's worth more than a 3rd round pick. It's worth more than a 2nd round pick. He's a guy you keep. He was having a good year. He was doing well so far. I thought we were going to keep him around. I thought we were going to be able to, keep pushing. I know this team hasn't been in the direction that we needed it to be going, but in no way did I see us doing this. In conclusion with this video, I just want to say, shout out to Chase Young. Shout out to Montez. No matter where you guys play, I will always be a fan. I love their games. As a former D lineman myself, I love their games. I love the way they play, and it's gonna be tough without them. I'm looking forward to see what Casey Toohill and the other guys do to step up, but it's tough being a Washington fan. It seems to only get tougher, and what can I say? We'll see what we got next week, but just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have a blessed day. I'm your host, Tyus Wilson. Peace.
Third and goal. Wilson looking. Here they come again. Wilson sacked. Montez Sweat, Chase Young meeting at the quarterback.